Libya's Muammar Gaddafi claimed power in a bloodless military coup in September of 1969. Colorful and controversial, Gaddafi has been an advocate of Arab nationalism and a supporter of various self-proclaimed liberation movements. By the mid-1980s, Gaddafi was treated as a pariah by many in the West, accused of bankrolling terrorist activities around the globe. U.S.-Libyan tensions reached a boiling point during the Reagan administration, with the American president denouncing Libya as a rogue state.
Mr. Gaddafi must know that we will hold him fully accountable for any such actions.
In April of 1986, after accusing Libya of direct involvement in the bombing of a West Berlin nightclub in which 2 U.S. servicemen were killed, President Reagan ordered airstrikes against Tripoli.
When our citizens are abused or attacked anywhere in the world on the direct orders of a hostile regime, we will respond so long as I'm in this Oval Office.
Then in December 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 was destroyed by a bomb over Lockerbie, Scotland. 270 people were killed, 190 of them Americans. After much investigation, 2 Libyan men were indicted for the bombing in 1991. For years, Gaddafi refused to extradite these suspects, prompting international economic sanctions and diplomatic isolation. In 1999, following long and complicated negotiations, Gaddafi agreed to hand over the 2 accused Libyans to the Netherlands to stand trial under Scottish law. After a lengthy trial, 1 defendant was acquitted. The other, Abdel Basset al-Megrahi, was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in prison. In the following years, Libya offered monetary compensation to the families of the Lockerbie bombing victims and formally accepted responsibility for the destruction of Pan Am 103. In 2006, Washington restored full diplomatic ties with Tripoli, and Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice visited Libya in 2008. This year, convicted Lockerbie bomber Basset al-Megrahi, suffering from prostate cancer, was released from prison in Scotland on compassionate grounds. The United States called it a mistake. The hero's welcome al-Megrahi received triggered anger and outrage in the West. Earlier this month, Libya celebrated Gaddafi's 4 decades in power.
Sie fordern ein Ende von Korruption, mehr Arbeitsplätze und eine bessere öffentliche Versorgung. In Libyen fanden gestern in mehreren Städten Protestmärsche statt. Angeblich sollen Demonstranten von Scharfschützen beschossen worden sein. Wie viele Menschen tatsächlich ums Leben gekommen sind, ist kaum festzustellen. In Bahrain blieb es in den letzten Stunden relativ ruhig. In der Hauptstadt Manama hatte die Polizei in der Nacht zuvor Demonstranten mit Gewalt vertrieben. Dabei starben mindestens 4 Menschen, unzählige wurden verletzt. Dafür gab es deutliche Worte aus den USA, für die Bahrain ein Verbündeter ist. Bahrains Außenminister verteidigte das harte Vorgehen der Sicherheitskräfte. Die Demonstranten brächten das Land an den Abgrund konfessioneller Spaltung. Daher sei ein Eingreifen notwendig gewesen. Im Jemen forderten wieder tausende Demonstranten ein Ende der Herrschaft von Präsident Ali Abdallah Saleh. Auch hier gab es 4 Tote.
Schweren Waffen und Kampfflugzeugen vor. Beim Massaker in Tripolis, in der Hauptstadt, hat es am Abend wieder...
Stolz hissen die Demonstranten die Unabhängigkeitsflagge als Zeichen ihres Triumphes. Doch die Bilder aus der Nacht zeigen, der Kampf des Volkes gegen seinen Diktator ist noch lange nicht gewonnen. Augenzeugen berichten, Kampfflugzeuge fliegen Angriffe gegen unbewaffnete Demonstranten. Soldaten zielen mit Maschinengewehren in die Menge. Doch trotz brutalster Gewalt wird Gaddafis Position immer schwieriger. Libysche Diplomaten im Ausland verweigern ihm die Gefolgschaft. Der Justizminister ist zurückgetreten. Auch einige Armeeeinheiten sind offenbar zu den Demonstranten übergelaufen. 2 Piloten der libyschen Luftwaffe sind nach Malta desertiert, haben hier politisches Asyl beantragt. Gerüchte machen die Runde, Gaddafi habe sich nach Südamerika abgesetzt. Dem tritt der Diktator entgegen. Oh, es regnet. Ich wollte mit den jungen Leuten sprechen, aber jetzt regnet es. Also zeige ich Ihnen hiermit einfach nur, ich bin in Tripolis und nicht in Venezuela.
Tote gegeben. Genaue Angaben über die Zahl der Opfer gibt es nicht. Es sollen mehr als 500 sein. Doch immer mehr Gefolgsleute kehren Gaddafi offensichtlich.
In der jemenitischen Hauptstadt Sanaa sind am Abend 2 Demonstranten getötet, 11 verletzt worden. Augenzeugenberichten hatten Regierungsanhänger das Feuer auf eine Sitzblockade vor einer Universität eröffnet. In Bahrain stellen sich unterdessen immer mehr Militärs auf die Seite der Demonstranten und fordern Reformen, offenbar mit ersten Erfolgen. Mehrere in den vergangenen Tagen als politisch Gefangene inhaftierte Protestler kamen.
Offenbar sind die Städte Benghazi, Tobruk und Sirte bereits in der Hand der Regimegegner. Von den Kämpfen dringen nur wenige verwackelte Handybilder aus dem Land. Augenzeugen berichten vom brutalen Vorgehen der Gaddafi-Milizen. Ausländische Söldner sollen auf Demonstranten feuern.
Gaddafi today made this long, rambling speech. At times he seemed deranged or even delusional. Often he was simply lying. What was so remarkable, however, was Gaddafi's very clear announcement that he would not surrender power without a fight. A campaign of violence and a campaign of lies, calling his own people rats strung out on hallucinogenic drugs provided by Americans. There's no way to know right now how many people have died in Tripoli, but tonight new video shows just how deadly the fight still is in the capital and what they've been dealing with there for the past 48 hours. Protesters tore down Gaddafi posters. They were targeted by heavy gunfire. You can hear it, heavy automatic weapons fire. Some of the protesters are armed. Some carry makeshift armor as protection. But the incoming fire is too much. You can see the car totally peppered with bullet holes. At least one member of the anti-Gaddafi forces hit. The streets are not safe, and many Libyans are hiding in their homes. I spoke to a woman in Tripoli a short time ago.
There was shooting without a mercy. More than 200 people had passed away, maybe more. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the real number, but it's definitely more than 200 people have died yesterday.
And do you still hear gunshots today?
Actually, even now, like 5 minutes ago, I can hear the shots, and they're not that far from where I'm staying right now.
I am a revolutionary. I am a Bedouin. I am a man who lives in a tent. All have united around me.
Er werde bis zum letzten Blutstropfen kämpfen und als Märtyrer sterben, schreit Staatschef Gaddafi. Seine Fernsehansprache hält er in einer durch einen US-Luftangriff in den 80ern zerstörten Fabrik. Seine Gegner beschimpft er als Ratten und er kündigt ein Massaker wie auf dem chinesischen Tiananmen-Platz an.
This is the law. This was the law well before the revolution. When we carry weapons against the state, the person must be sentenced to death.
دس الدسايس مع الدول الأجنبية لإثارة الحرب ضد ليبيا يعاقب الإعدام كل من فعل ذلك.
Plotting or participating in a plot against Libya, the sentence is also for death. Attacking the sovereignty of the Libyan territories is also. All of those crimes are punishable by death. All those who attack the airports, the ports, all of them must be condemned to death. Now you must.
Tried to avoid their Navy train beyond the cost. Definitely a possibility. Questions which an army control border prevent sort of incident from happening. We shall see.
And in terms of where you, I mean, are there any
Somalia and Iraq, the same group who destroyed those countries are now here. They are trying to destroy Libya. They want to make Derna or Benghazi just like Fallujah. The same gang belongs to the same group. From tonight and starting from tomorrow, all the youth, not the rats, those who take pills, all the youth have to establish committees of popular defense. They have to hold signs on their shoulders saying that they are from popular security. They were, so they have to, the youth has to take over until that the officers and the police have to gain their positions. Those, the followers of Zarqawi, they are those who are hiding your children from tomorrow. The youth. Not, I don't mean those, the others, those bad youth. Their parents were supposed to present them to the authorities. All the women who have children have to come out quickly. The men who have children, the mothers, the sisters, they have to come out to the streets, to take over the streets. We have to do a popular revolution. We have to take over the whole country. I will be on the top of the popular revolution. We will show them what is a popular revolution. The popular revolution is an awareness, the control of security, security, respect, the popular power, the popular authority, popular committee. We will show them how these popular committees are. From tomorrow, the youth have to be organized in committees of defending the revolution. The revolution means the country, the dignity, Muammar al Gaddafi, the martyrs. Tomorrow, all the youth who have to hold the slogan of defense, the committees of defense. From tomorrow, committees have to be established and they have to put banners of committees of defense of the achievements, the petrol, the projects, airports, seaports, bridges, all the key installations, the committees of defending of the revolutionary achievements, the committees of local security defense, also certain committees for discipline defense, those who are from the mosques of Libya, those who knows correctly what is the Salafiyya is.